What is up, YouTube? Zukim1 here, and I am back with a brand new YouTube video. Today I bring you guys another story time with Zuki talking about high school years. So just like I told you guys in the last video, we was going to talk about my elementary school, then we were going to talk about high school. Now, and then after that, we're going to talk about college. So, high school years was pretty interesting. Like I said, this is probably the second longest period in my life, only due to the fact that, there was always something in the way, right? Because if you really think about it, right, like elementary school is for 8 years of your life, and then high school is only for 4. So in total, that's 12 years. But if something happens, like you fail a grade or you didn't do so hot on a test or something like that, then it's another year, 2 years, 3 years. Then that thing just keeps stretching and stretching and stretching. So when I originally graduated from like 8th grade, I was geez, what the fuck was I? I was 14. Yeah, I was 14, right? So I was 14 when I originally graduated. I was a little bit older because I had failed the grade, remember? So instead of being 13, graduated 8th grade, I was 14. So when I graduated, my mother made me miss the first week of high school. Hey, in usual fashion, right? She made me miss the first week of high school because I didn't have clothes to go to have people be like, ooh, kill him, ooh, kill him, ooh, kill him, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, so like I didn't really care so much about the clothes. I just wanted to be at school, but whatever. Appearances matter more to her than actual education, I guess. So that first week I had missed. Then the next week I had started up school, so I was a week behind, but it wasn't that big of a deal. My very first week of high school was like this. I came to class late. I go to my first class. It's a math class. My math teacher name was Mr. Hines. This is the first time I met my best friend Ryan, by the way. So I come into class, and what I'm saying, he's in the front of the class. He's going through like first day expectations and all that other stuff, and explaining what the class is going to be like. And I'm like, I don't care about none of that stuff, right? Because I'm going to come in there, I'm going to kill it, I'm going to be me. You feel me? I'm that boy, you know what I'm saying? Zukim one. Or, at the time, Herbert Menace, So I'm in the class, and I get bored listening to what he's talking about. So I kind of lay down and just start drifting off or whatever. When I drift off to sleep, I guess I had farted while I was asleep. So the teacher had said something to the classroom. He's like, I know my mans did not fall asleep in class and just crank one while he was asleep, right? Now, I'm kind of half asleep as I'm hearing this. All I hear is the laughter of the whole class. So I wake up and I was like, what? And then he's like, man, did you fart in your sleep? I was like, did I? Oh, my bad. Right? And I guess he thought that was funny, the math teacher, because for some reason my math teacher did not like my friend Ryan at all. Like all his other teachers really really liked Ryan, but like our math teacher did not like him at all. I have no idea why. I don't know. If Mr. Hines, if you're watching this video, please tell me, why did you not like Ryan so much? That's something I will never understand. In case you're wondering, which Ryan Campbell. Just yeah. Any whoosies. Right, so that was my math class. All the rest of my classes were really, really easy as well. My gym class, boy, we had a baddie. The teacher was so fine. And I was like, boy, all she got to do is just give me a time, place, location. I will meet you, and I will give you this business, this 14-year-old dick. I don't care. Give me that. There was another teacher too who I thought was an absolute baddie too. It was my English teacher. That was that good right there, boys. But obviously I'm shooting for the stars. I'm like 14. These women's in their 30s and shit like that. There's no way in hell that I probably would have got a chance. But if there was, now you know what I'm saying. I'm 24. What's up, girls? You know what I'm saying? What's up? 10 years later. You think I ain't looking for them cougars, but what the hell is wrong with me? But yeah, man. What else to say? So I had a lot of fun with my freshman year of high school. I didn't get into any fights. Nobody was bullying me. I was cool with the cool kids. I was cool with the nerds. I was cool with the goths. I was cool with the skater kids. Funny story: the golf kids, nerds, and the anime kids were all in the same group. They were all the same people, pretty much. So I just pretty much just hang out with the same group because they fit into all three of the same categories. Back then, I used to paint my nails black too. So I used to paint my nails black, and I used to listen to a whole lot of like Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, 30 Seconds to Mars, just pretty much everything that was like pretty popular back then in terms of like alternative rock music. And they were really my catalyst into getting me into like those types of music and things of that nature. So Joel, my boy X, Andrew, if you guys are watching this, thank you guys for introducing me to a whole new world of music and stuff like that. Even though I ain't gonna stunt, you guys used to treat me like shit when I first started going to school. Because when I initially started to hang out with you guys, the cool kids didn't treat me like shit. It was actually the people who I wanted to be friends with that tried to treat me like shit because it was like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? He's just a goofy, he's this, he's that, or whatever. Because you guys were like sophomores at the time and I was like a freshman. So I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ha ha ha. What's up, guys? You know what I'm saying? I play cards. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I play Naruto. What's up, guys? And then y'all would be like, get out of my face, freshman. And I was like, like what? Like, why you trying to treat me to the left? You know what I'm saying? And so it was the moment when I stopped, trying to be all up in their face, is when we finally started clicking, me and the rest of the crew or whatever. Then they would invite me out to go skating. They would invite me out to go and play video games at their house and stuff like that or whatever. So I guess it just took for me to not care for them to be like, oh, he's cool. And then they, started hanging out with me. Um, and then my after my freshman year of high school, you know what I'm saying, I was ready for part two. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna come back sophomore year and I'm gonna kill him. Ooh, I'm gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying? Do rock, baby. Do rock. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting a treacle. And my cousin Dre at the time, he was going to school with me. So my cousin was there, my best friend Ryan was there. I had a whole bunch of friends. Everything was lit, bro. It's like I was so happy. Like this is probably one of the only other points in my life where everything was just good, everything was fine, grades were great. I was one of the top students at the school, and I didn't get bullied on for being smart or being weird or being different. You feel me? And everybody was cool with me, you know what I'm saying? So I walk up to, like, they see me with the nerdy dudes, you know what I'm saying? I walk up to them, I'll be like, hey, what up? What's good, bro? You know what I'm saying? Boo out the bam. And then I turn back around and I'll be like, yeah, bro, did y'all see that new episode of Naruto? Bro, oh my God, Sasuke versus Naruto. That was so serious. Like it'd go from, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Boo out the bam. I saw you on the block the other day, you wanted to play some hoops or whatever, to, hey, bro, man, I pulled off the most sickest combo in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. I mean, Naruto Ultimate Ninja 2. This is before the Storm series. That I was like, Naruto Ultimate Ninja. I mean, Naruto Ultimate 2. Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Yeah, it was Ultimate Ninja. Right. So I was like, Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Oh my God, it was so ridiculous. Dude, I went like, doop, 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 doop. Went straight into the super and it did like a busload of damage, right? Like, so it taught me early code switching basically, right? How I can go from talking like this to talking like, a whole nother way, like that, right? But yeah, so after my freshman year of high school, I was ready for part two, and then my moms came and told me, hey, Herb, we're not gonna be in Chicago anymore. Remember, if you guys saw my last video, um my mother video, I put an annotation right above me. I put it should be right here or it should be right there. It's gonna be in one of these corners. I don't know which side. It's gonna be either here or gonna be right here. Either way, she decided to move us out to Indiana instead of letting me stay in Chicago, where I started to make friends, and I was actually happy with going to school for the first time in my life. Right? Good old moms. Always, always fucking some shit up. Anywhoosies, she moved me out to Indiana. Blew out the bam. I missed the first 3 months of school. You guys already heard this if you saw my mother video. I'm gonna just give you guys a short recap. I missed the first 3 months. I get into school. I didn't have any friends. I get my grades up. Then she tells me we gotta move back to Chicago, right? So, uh, the trip. I mean, us living in Indiana was a complete waste of time, honestly. I didn't do anything. I didn't accomplish anything there. Like nothing at all. Like it was a complete waste of time. I absolutely hated my life for being out there in Indiana all the time. Like I can honestly say the most thing I ever did and the most I accomplished there in Indiana was like spend a busload of time playing Tatsunoko versus Capcom. That's pretty much it. Other than that, there was nothing else I did. Like literally nothing else I did. I pretty much sat in the house all day and just played Tatsunoko versus Capcom all day, every day. Like, and some of you guys might not even know what that was. That was a Wii exclusive game. So Nintendo Wii, yeah, remember that console? Yeah, that was an exclusive game for there, and I played that from sun up to sundown every single day. From the first time that we moved into that state, all the way up until when we left, I played Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and you know what I'm saying? So we moved back to the city. She tries to register me back into school because I literally I was like, hey, you wasted my time before. Can we at least try to make sure I can get back into school on time this time? She's like, yeah. So she goes up to Hyde Park and she gets me to the registration office to go talk to one of the administrators and stuff like that. And they hit me with, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your credits didn't transfer over, so you ain't got no credits for your sophomore year. Huh. Okay. You're going to have to repeat the whole year all over again. Huh. Okay. So, we not finna do this. So, I decided, man, I'm finna go get my GED, right? So, I started studying, trying to get my GED. Again, this is another thing that went into my story time with my mom. High school years was pretty much dominated by my mom. So, if you guys want to know anything related to my mom's stuff, just make sure you watch that video that I left the annotation to. But the again, just a brief summary. I studied for my GED, trying to take the test, finished studying for my GED, tried to take the test. She didn't have the money to pay for the test, right? So, boom, right? I didn't take the test. I'm 2 years behind now. I'm 17 at this time, right? So I went from being 14, trying to become a sophomore, to now I'm 16 and I'm still technically a sophomore. So that was 2 years of my life just wasted, gone, flushed down the toilet, right? So I'm trying to figure out what I need to do in my life, and guess what? Wouldn't be right if I didn't waste more time, right? So I waste 2 more years. So I went from being 14 going on to 15 to become a sophomore to 18 still being a sophomore trying to graduate from high school. So that was 4 years of my life just wasted, flushed, down the toilet, gone. Cannot get those back. Those are just gone. All of it, gone. Just gone with the wind. Nothing I can do about it. When I finally did get back into school, which was when I was, I want to say I was 18, right? So I got myself back into school when I turned 18 because I left my mother's house. I went to go live with my friend Mike. And when I went to go live with my friend Mike, if you guys don't remember Mike, make sure you go to one of my earlier videos about story time. It was the best friend portrayal video. I touched on me living at his house and stuff like that or whatever. But again, just another brief summary. When I was living at my friend's house, He didn't push me to go to school. He didn't push me to get a job. He didn't do anything. He just wanted me to be around him so he can use me as leverage to say, hey, I take care of grown men. I do this. I do that. Basically, just try to make himself look better, right? After about a year, because I lived with him when I was 17, so a whole year, that's 18, right? When I turned 18, got myself back into school, started getting stuff done or whatever. I didn't have a job. He helped me find a job. Then I had money to pay for me to get to school. What the band, right? But we're not talking about that stuff. We're talking about actually being in school. So when I finally got back into school, initially my friend Ryan was the one who came to me. So you remember Ryan all the way back from freshman year of high school? Yeah, he stayed friends with me that entire time. So he reached out to me and told me about Truman Middle College, which is a high school all the way up and on the north side in Chicago, right? So he comes to me, he's like, "Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? You still trying to finish high school?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And he's like, "Bro, that's great, right? Because there's this high school program at the college, Harry S. Truman." And I was like, "So what? They got a GED program?" He's like, "No, it's an actual high school program." I like that don't make any sense. He's like, "Yeah, bro, it's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? You go in there and you know what I'm saying, you pretty much graduate with a high school diploma." I was like, "Bro, that's lit, right? That's exactly what I needed, right?" So I was like, "How long is the program?" He's like, "It's like 1 year and then you get your high school diploma." I was like, "Great," right? So I go there, I register. Now at first they wasn't going to let me in, but my friend Ryan had so much pull there at the school that he got them to let me in, right? So once I finally got in, you know what I'm saying, I was just showing them exactly why they should have let me in the first place, right? You shouldn't even have doubted the boy. Straight A's, man. Straight A's, straight A's, straight down my report card. It was like A, 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 A. Woo! And the boy was on every single extracurricular activity they had up in there. Boy, I'm telling you, I started programs up in there. They have a game club that they host every Thursday. Guess what? I started that. I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I was such a good student there, right? Teachers loved me. Like, they loved me. Students, they were kind of indifferent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever tried to Nobody ever tried to goof me. No one ever tried to treat me like some type of lame or nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody came in there for their own agenda and shit like that or whatever. Nobody really treated it like No one ever really treated it like school per se. They treated it more like, I need to come here, finish up my shit so I can go and do my own stuff. Because a lot of the people in there, they were grown in terms of like they were just trying to finish up high school so they can have a high school diploma and start doing work. They was trying to get into college, right? Like they got kids. Some of them had like family responsibilities and stuff like that, right? So a lot of these people were grown mentality, right? When I first started. So me and Ryan was in school together, and it was really cool because we hadn't been in school together since my freshman year of high school. And you know what I'm saying? So he finished Truman, of course, before me because he already had finished. And you know what I'm saying, my year had wind down, so I'm expecting, to come up and then I'm like, all right, cool. So you know what I'm saying, when I'm graduating, and they was like, oh, well, Herbert, when you came here, you had 7 credits. I was like, yeah. And last semester, you only got 3 credits. I was like, what? They was like, yeah. I was like, so you mean I finished a whole year and I only got 3 credits? She's like, alternative high schools only give you so many credits. You didn't have enough credits. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? She's like, yeah, an alternative high school give you less than half of the credits. I mean, give you half of the credits you would receive at a regular high school. I was like, wait, so you mean I'm not gonna graduate this year? Because I was expecting to come in there in like 2 years and just be done with it, right? So she was like, yeah, no, you can't graduate this year. I was like, oh, hell no. Is there something I can do to try to fix that? Like, is there something I can do to, like, accelerate this process? Because I ain't going. I'm 20 years old now. I ain't got time to be wasting, right? Because when again, this is 2 years now, right? Because I did my 18 into 19. Now I'm 19 going into 20. So I'm like, yeah, I can't go. I'm not going to be a super senior up in here. What do I need to do to get get the fuck out of here, right? So I'm telling her this, and she says, well, Herbert, this is not going to be something that you can just do, right? Like, you got to finish 21 online classes. 21. Not one, not 5, but 21. So 21 online classes. I had to finish 3 college courses. So English 101, statistics or math 125, and then criminal justice 101, right? So I had to finish all 3 of those. And then on top of that, I finished the 4 high school courses that I had. So finish the 4 high school courses. On top of finishing the 4 high school courses, I also still had to create a graduation portfolio and get a college scholarship by the time I had finished. And I had to do this all within the span of 3 months. 3 months. So I had 3 months to put my nose to the books, hit the floor running, and just basically knock out every single thing possible. She's like, Herbert, I'm going to be real with you. That's not humanly possible. And I'm like, can I do it? Like, if I get my foot in the door, will you let me do it, right? And she's like, yeah, I'm not going to stop you from trying. I'm just letting you know this is not feasible, right? It's not possible to finish all this within 3 months. I bet, right? So so you know what I'm saying? I knock out half of the online courses. I finished all my college courses. I finished all my high school courses. And I finished my graduation portfolio. So the only thing that I needed to finish by the time summertime rolled around was for me to finish half of the online courses. I could have finished the online courses within the 3 months. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I had burnt out, and League of Legends was like a really big thing during my high school years. So like for 4 years, like from not freshman year of high school. It was like, I want to say from when I got back, when I got into Truman Middle College. So for 3 years, I was playing League of Legends, and I ain't gonna stunt. League of Legends was super consuming. It was super consuming. But like, as you can see, like, I finished all the work. It was just, there were times where I should have finished online classes, and I kind of waited until the very last minute, right? Like, I could have finished it beforehand and got started on the next class, but I was playing Fizz. So I didn't finish it to be able to walk across the stage, but I finished it within that semester. So I finished all of high school. So 4 years worth of high school. I finished 4 years worth of high school in 2 years. They had never heard of that before. Like, if you go to Truman College now, like, go all the way up there, and you go to the middle college, and you talk about me, like, you bring up my name, Herbert Menace, all they would do is talk about me. All they would do is rave about me. Because all the teachers know me. All the teachers love me. All they do is use me as like a success story, right? They like, yeah, Herbert came in with his nose to the books. He came in and just grinded it out. Got everything he needed. He was just on top of everything. Finished all his assignments. Finished all his projects. Finished this. Finished that. He was just amazing. Like, you couldn't have asked for a better student. He was just phenomenal and all this other type of stuff. Basically, just dick riding the hell out of me. But I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? The boy deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that was pretty much my high school career. It went from 14 all the way up to 20, so it was 6 years. But, whatever. It is what it is. The next video will be about the college years. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. But this has been Zuki M1, and I hope you guys have a great morning, great evening, great afternoon, and great night. But I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.